Sometimes you just gotta stand in front of the thrift store, close your eyes, and use your one time. Let me find something good in here. Well, that happened a lot this past couple days. And I want to show you some stuff that I found. Guaranteed to sell. So pay attention. What's good, YouTube peeps? It's your boy Mess Hall. I am a part-time reseller. Basically, simplified, all I do is I find stuff as cheap as possible so I can sell it for as much as possible. It's called flipping. Called flipping stuff. Reselling things. eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, Amazon. The list goes on. And I talk about things that I find, things that are selling. I try to give advice. It's not very good advice. We like to hang out and have a good time. If that's something you think you might tickle your fancy a little bit, consider subscribing to your boy. And we'll build a beautiful relationship together. So let's go straight into this thing. So past couple days, man, the thrift gods have blessed your boy. They've been on my side for once. It seemed like every store I walked into over the last 2 days, there were just a plethora of goodies for the taking. And can't be more than happy. Like I said in the intros, you just gotta use your one time every now and again, right? I think you only get one time to use your one time, but you're scratching a lottery ticket, you're just like, one time, baby, one time. Or you're going into a restaurant and you're just hoping there's a reservation available for you. One time. Let there be a reservation. One time. Well, I use it at thrift stores a lot. I stand at the front door. I grab the handle. Or if it's one of them motion sensor joints that... Then before that part happens, I stand there and say, one time. Enough bullshit, and let's get into this thing. Okay, let's get into this thing for real this time. Gotta shut up, Mess Hall. You be talking too much. So I'll start you off with a pair of these Jordan 5 black and metallics that I found. Now, I've been preaching and slamming you over the head for months and months and months. Kid size shoes, 3Y, 5Y, even the toddler shoes like 11C, 13C, any of those smaller Foots brand size J's. Been paying my bills for a long time, man. So I always go into the kids section of the thrift stores where they have shoes, and that's where I find a lot of my used, very good condition Jordans. These Jordan 5 metallics are probably going to fetch me somewhere around $90, man. And I paid $9.99 for them. You can see these are going for $90 on eBay. $90 in this condition. I found a pair of these Jordan 1 mid. I think they're girls triple berries. They got the cool little thing on the back. These aren't crazy margins, but I mean they were only $5.99, and seen some sales in like the $40 range for these, so still crazy good flip right there. And then I found these Jordan 3 black cements, brand new. These things go for like $300 because they're just one of the more sought after ones. I think I paid $9.99 for these as well. So that's that for the Jordan cops the past couple days. Two brands that I talk about a lot, so I don't want to keep repeating myself over and over again, but I'll just run through them real quick because I did pick them up. Are the Chuck Taylor Converse. The Converse. It's a new brand coming out. The Converse. You ain't heard of? The Converse Chuck Taylor highs and the lows in the OG stoner leather jacket dude at school. I call him the Esleys because my boy Esley in high school, who did some illegal things with products you're not supposed to have. This was his go-to. The Chuck Taylors, man. He wore a leather jacket and sunglasses and these all the time. Every day. Black leather jacket, sunglasses, in class. And he had these on his foots, man. But I always sell these every time. I've never not ever sold for what I wanted to sell these for. Never once sold these for what I wanted to sell them for. Great, great, classic OG. And the Brooks women's running shoes I talk about all the time. These are probably my number one selling shoe are Brooks women's running shoes. These are the Launch 5s, the Run Luckies with the 4-leaf clovers on them joints. I mean, these are $40 pre-owned all day, baby. And one of the thrift stores I go to, can't tell you where it's at because it's honey hole, my secret spot. But their women's shoes are usually priced less than the men's shoes for some reason. But I got these for $6.99 and $40. Run happy. Since we're still on the subject of shoes, you know, that's what I sell the most of. So if you're not into shoes or selling shoes, one, you probably should start getting into it. And two, change the channel, baby. We're going to get to some clothes here in a minute, but let me get through my shoes first. But a brand I don't know if I've talked about a lot, but I don't find them too much because they're super expensive when they're new, are the Adidas Ultra Boost. And you got to be careful because a lot of Adidas running shoes look similar, and some of them even say Boost on the inside. Not as valuable or sought after as the Ultra Boost. It'll say Ultra Boost on the side of the shoe. That's what you're looking for. Ultra Boost. Now I found a pair of these and a very similar smaller pair. So it was almost like a husband and wife team. You know, they was all up for running and getting in shape during quarantine, and then after quarantine was over, decided, we're not running no more, let's donate the shoes. But I got the husband and wife pair. These are going for about $60, $70 pre-owned. And I love Ultra Boost. They're probably my number one favorite running shoe personally. Back when I was in the military and had to run a lot, that was my go-to sneaker, Ultra Boost. They're also really good now that I'm retired, I'm chilling, I walk a lot, I walk around thrift stores a lot, so I still wear Ultra Boost now. Matter of fact, I have a pair of Ultra Boosts on my foots right now. If I can get my fucking jet. What am I doing? I'm too old for this shit. Here we go. I'll just take them off for you. These are the ones I'm wearing right now currently because I'm doing a lot of work. I'm listening. I'm going up and down my stairs. These are great support, like walking on clouds. Very comfortable. So there you go. Ultra Boost. Keep an eye out. Speaking of Ultra Boost, man, there's a pair that I was checking out recently that sold last week for $150 pre-owned. They're the Adidas DNA Ultra Boost Chinese New Year. $150 used. Boy, if I could get my hands on a pair of those. Maybe like this pair? $150 used. Ooh. Another great find I picked up yesterday were these Air Max Griffey Furies, man. Look, they got the junior on the tongue. Number 24. He played for the Seattle Mariners, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. Ken Griffey Jr. Now I will throw a comp up for what these sold for below here, and you'll be able to see that this was an extraordinarily good find. And I paid $15 for them, but absolutely worth it. And I found these Air More Up Tempo joints. They got the reflective going on the air. $80 used, and these are a kid's shoe. They are a 5.5Y, and they will still fetch me $80. $80? $80. All right, a couple more cool shoes real quick. I found these, a new brand for me. These are Gravity Defiers. Now, these are a women's 9.5. They are used for if you have joint problems or plantar fasciitis and all them kind of things going on. These are for you. Now, these go for like $150 new, I think. Might be lying. I could probably get about $50, $60 for these in pre-owned condition. It's got that raised heel and all that. A shoe I've never really looked at or found or been familiar with, but I copped them after I saw the comps were looking pretty good. So might want to look out for these. G Defy, really cool looking. And then I found some Giannis Antetokounmpos, however you say it, the Greek Freak. Right now his Milwaukee Bucks are playing tonight. They might win the title tonight. And these are his signature shoe in a weird, cool, awesome 90s looking colorway. So that's his logo. He's number 34 on the Bucks. So if you see him playing tonight, these are one of his signature shoes. So I figure it was a great pickup because, you know, there's a buzz going on right now about the NBA Finals. So let's see how it does. I'll let you know. Okay, I lied. One last pair. Vintage. Well, not vintage, but the older style Nike Shox. I think these are 2009 release. This particular style and shoe and year, very sought after, very valuable. I mean, I've seen them go. I had a pair of these I think I sold for about $75, and they were even more beat up than these were. This is a very weird, popular style back then. People are still looking for this style of Nike Shox. I also have a women's pair. All right, we'll jump into like some clothing articles that I picked up. If you, like I said before, if you look at my Instagram, I did show a picture of the 1992 vintage TLC shirt that I found. I mean, that's a $70, $80 t-shirt. Got it for $4.99. This Air Force Gore-Tex set, military stuff sells well. I got this jacket, the jacket alone. Now the Gore-Tex is what keeps us warm in the wintertime. The jacket alone is probably $50, $60. But I got the pants to match. So looking at $75 hopefully for that set. I found White Chocolate. Well, that was his nickname. Jason Williams, Miami Heat jersey. I already posted this for sale. This is probably going to catch me in 120 range because they're very hard to find. This black version of Jason Williams basketball jersey. So this was a great pickup. I paid $4.99 for this as well. Another brand that always does well for me. Now, the thing about resellers and whatever resellers you follow or watch, it's weird because brands will do good for some and it won't do good for others. It's kind of, you got to build your niche and then go from there. But a brand that's always been good to me is the Mountain. This is what the tag looks like. And they make all these crazy like tie-dye looking huge graphic shirts, and whatever's on the front varies. I've seen eagles, geckos, wolves. This happens to be them lassie dogs. I've always sold these $25, $30 easy. I've never had an issue selling the Mountain. And also Patagonia. If you don't know, you should know. Patagonia is huge. I always make good money on Patagonia stuff. So that was a great find. And then this was a whopper doozy. So I love NASCAR stuff. If you ever seen my Ricky Bobby leather jacket that I have, it's like my prized possession. It's the Wonder Bread NASCAR Ricky Bobby jacket. Anyway, so I found this McDonald's Bill Elliott shirt. Now the thing about vintage NASCAR shirts, they're more valuable when they're double-sided, like this one is. all over print. You know, McDonald's is always a huge brand. Now this shirt, exact shirt, sold on eBay for $160. So, you know what I'm talking about. 160. Yeah. Baseball gloves, man. Baseball gloves. I've told you guys about these before. This happens to be a youth catcher's mitt. It's Mizuno. Very great brand when it comes to baseball mitts, gloves. Sold a bunch of baseball gloves this spring, of course, because it was baseball season was kicking up. These are going for about $35 right now. Paid $2.99 for it. I found a lot of great baseball gloves. Always look up comps, but they're always cheap at thrift stores that I've seen, and they always have really great profit margins, man. Another find that's not too exciting because I don't really get into like cell phone cases or crap like that because it's just saturated like a mug on all platforms because of the accessibility of getting really cheap cell phone cases. But when I find ones like this where it's like for a Samsung Galaxy Note 2, it's kind of like an older version, and it's an OtterBox Defender with the belt clip, because you know, if you're a dad, you gotta have a belt clip for your cell phone. And it's brand new in box. The box has been opened, but I inspected it. It's brand new. This exact case sold for $30, and I paid $4.99 for it. So in this rare case, I find one like this, brand new in the box, untouched, for kind of like an older version phone, and it's an OtterBox, then I might look at picking it up. And yes, because I am a chef, it is what I do. I teach at the college, culinary arts. I always kind of scan through the section of Goodwill, the thrift store, that has pots and pans and knives and that kind of thing. Came across this. I know these are super valuable. It's a Fresh Saver vacuum sealer. I'm selling this right now for $40. I paid $1.99 for it. It's brand new. I just sold a pot and pan combo set. It was a 2-piece. I found it at the thrift store for $5 for both of them. I sold those together for $40. So I always scan through and see. It's kind of a category you got to spend some time in. You got to scan around and look, and there's some knives that are very valuable if you want to get into that kind of stuff. I don't really like holding on to or shipping those kinds of things, but I do scan through it because I do have a certain knowledge base on what will sell or what's popular or what I would like to have in my kitchen. So that's something to keep in mind as well, you know, just in case. And I think we'll end the show on just a couple of the toy type things that I found. I love toys. Toys is one of my favorite sections of Goodwill to go into. A lot of times I'll find my Guitar Hero guitar controllers in there. I'll find Nerf guns, old board games, you know. And in this particular case, I found a couple American Girl things. Now, if you don't know American Girl, that's the logo. Very, very popular brand. Their toys are just crazy expensive. This is the Logan. I guess he's the dude like the Ken doll version of American Girl. But one of these just sold for $28 on eBay. I think I paid $2.99 for this. And then I found like one of the greatest things. I didn't find this a couple days ago. I found this a while ago, but I just got around to posting it. And it is like the old vintage American Girl TV bookshelf set. And one of these sold for like $75. I paid $1.99 for this because it's discontinued, I guess. You can't find it anymore. So it might fetch me in that $75 range, hopefully. But I mean, it was only $1.99. American Girl. I've sold American Girl horse before too. So look out for American Girl accessories, big sellers. And then I still buy cool puzzles. This Harry Potter Hogwarts Express, it's like a foam 3D puzzle. As you can see, 460 pieces. And yes, your boy's dedicated. I counted every piece to make sure there was 460 in there. And there was. So this is a $25 puzzle that I got for $1.99. So I got a couple watchers on it right now. Hopefully it'll sell soon. And that'll do it for today. I have so much stuff, but I didn't want to make this a 400-hour long video. Some of the stuff I show on Instagram, I did this video, show you some more of the stuff. But I guarantee you a lot of the shoes and clothes and things that I've shown, they will sell, man. They have been selling for me for over a couple years now. It's just a constant restock. I find the same types of things. I just keep grabbing them because I know they sold in the past. And they'll keep selling. Thanks for hanging out. Like and subscribe. Help your boy. Like the hat says, you look like I need a beer right now. So enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and I'll talk to you later.